Cardinals lead the Cubs 4-2. One-run games Sunday and Tuesday. Two-run games so far. John Lackey's been real good. 3 of the 4 runs he gave up, you could say, should not have scored due to a missed double play opportunity. As he works here in the 6th inning, 7 strikeouts through 5 innings.
What did I miss? Anything?
You missed
a promo?
Nothing. Just talking about John Lackey.
Just talking ball.
You are welcome to jump in. 1-1. Justin Grimm is getting loose in the Cubs bullpen. Even if John works a quick 1-2-3, probably it for him is his spot due to lead off in the 7th. Although he is 2 for 2.
The point, no doubt, he will make to the manager.
Even if he were 2 for 2 with 2 homers, he probably still wouldn't bat. Yeah. Which kind of begs the question: how great a day would John Lackey have had? How good would he have to be at the plate to get that extra at bat?
There's no amount of good.
I would say you're right.
Now, no amount of good on any given day for a particular pitcher. Now, some pitchers are historically so good with the bat, you give them that AB. You know, Bumgarner.
Sure. Charged by Bryant, who had a really good night defensively Tuesday. Opening week continues tomorrow on CSN as the Cubs head to Milwaukee to take on the Brewers. Coverage begins at 7. Cubs pregame live presented by Fields Auto Group or live stream on the NBC Sports app. Cubs pregame live starts at 6:30. First pitch just after 7. Ball 1 to Jerko. So Jed Jerko hit 30 homers last year, knocked in 59. So he drove in himself more than his teammates. Since 1901, it's the fewest RBIs in a 30-homer season, along with Curtis Granderson, who did the exact same thing for the Mets last year.
Granderson was hitting leadoff all year, wasn't he?
Yes. Ground ball past Lackey, but Zobrist makes the play.
The Cubs are introducing a game-changing new premier experience at Wrigley Field with seats featuring prime views and access to an exclusive club. This experience will allow fans to enjoy Cubs baseball in a whole new way. Visit CubsPremier.com to join the Premier Client Priority List. Fans may remember Tommy Herr here years ago with the Cardinals. Drove in over 100 one year and had, I think, 8 home runs. So a lot of times it's just a function of where you are in the batting order and who's ahead of you, things of that nature. Get that cap right there. Need to add to my cold weather gear.
Out of bounds, Zobrist with the snag. 4-2 Cardinals. We go to the 7th.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, every barrel's aged 4 long years for a fuller, smoother flavor. Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
The blades of a combat chopper spin at 380 RPMs. Not even close to an Echo trimmer. Now that's shock and awe. Power on. and on.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Stop, stop, stop. Watch, watch, watch.
You make it for 16-year-olds.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And the parents who worry about them. Going further to help make drivers better drivers.
You sound right. Don't freak out on me.
That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% financing for 60 months on Fusion, or get up to $6,069 in total savings. Only at your local Ford store.
Can't get a signal? So annoying, right?
Yeah, and I'm late for a job interview.
Hey man, can you just nix it just for like 2 seconds? Thank you. You need Verizon. They have the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's made to work in places like this. With Verizon Unlimited, we could video chat the interview in HD right here.
Okay.
Hey man, I'll cue you.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
I am a people person.
Saturday at 12:30, Bastian Schweinsteiger looks to build off his impressive debut as the Chicago Fire host the first-place Columbus Crew SC in an Eastern Conference clash. Coverage begins at 12:30 with Chicago Fire pregame on CSN+. The Hawks are back for the 9th year in a row, ready to write their names in history. The greatest city in the world, the greatest fans in the world. Are you ready? The road to the Stanley Cup starts right here on CSN.
Brett Cecil, left-hander, will work here in the 7th, and the Cubs will have a pinch hitter, Matt Caesar.
Mackey's day is done. Solid effort from Big John this afternoon, but right now he's on the wrong end of a 4-2 score. We saw Cecil Tuesday night, the veteran left-hander who signed a multi-year free agent contract with the Cardinals this offseason, the former Blue Jay, and boy, he had a real good changeup the other night. Good sinker, good curve.
Matt had a good spring, made the ball club, was out of options, pulled foul. In the end, Brian Dunsing went to the DL with a back issue, so the Cubs have 13 position players and 12 pitchers on the roster. And with all these off days, that makes sense. Jay and Schwarber to follow.
At this time
He's
of year,
listed.
a lot of times you're worried more about your bullpen guys being rusty from lack of use than worn out from overuse.
Emergency swing that time by Matt.
Matt did a nice job as a pinch hitter last year. Had 12 pinch hits, had a .261 off the bench. It's well above average. League average for pinch hitting usually hovers around the 200 mark. It's a tough job.
I don't think there's any doubt as he swings and misses. Molina, though, can't find the ball. It's right at his feet, and Caesar reaches. It's actually, look at this. It's stuck to his chest protector. I have never seen that before.
Makes me
He got some pine tar on his chest protector?
Yeah, I believe he does. Is he playing with Velcro?
Are you kidding me?
Well, it's either something on his chest protector or something on that baseball.
So the Cubs will gladly take it. That's crazy. We didn't say gold chest protectors. We said gold gloves. Carpenter holds on Caesar at first. 1-1 fouled off. Good pass at the ball by Jay. 1-2.
Jay's always been good against left-handed pitching. If you're at home wondering why is he not pinch hitting with the lefty on the mound at this stage of the ball game.
I think Yadier Molina is going to have to answer some questions about why he's got some sticky substance on his chest protector. Throw to first. Caesar back.
Last year against lefties, he batted .311. For his career, I'm guessing 280-ish. Well, you know, you could see a catcher putting a little pine tar on his chest protector, shin guard somewhere where he's just trying to help his feel for throwing the ball on a cold day.
Might it leave a little residue for his battery mate?
It might.
3-2 misses. Ball 4. Cubs have something going, and here comes Schwarber.
Follow Cubs Baseball live with the MLB.com at-bat mobile app. Stay connected to the game's best players all season long with game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcast, stats, news, and more. Download MLB.com at-bat today. It's your #1 app for live baseball. Yeah, it just, you know, so many pitchers go out to the mound nowadays with pine tar somewhere on their hat, on their glove. Most hitters don't complain. You know, the argument being that I'm not defacing the ball to try to create unnatural movement. We're just trying to get better grip. So I don't know if it makes sense to load the catcher up in that.
Right. Kyle Schwarber just hit one a ton. 3-run homer. Cubs lead 5-4. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you were talking earlier about his last couple of at-bats with men on base. And that's the thing about Schwarber. Yes, he's a leadoff man, but that doesn't mean he's going to come up there leading off an inning all the time. He's going to have plenty of chances to drive in runs with the depth of this lineup. And boy, did he deliver a big blow off the tough left-hander. Schwarber-fied. Yikes. It's your Ford home run replay. What a pretty swing by Kyle Schwarber.
That was a fun Ford home run replay. Cubs have a 5-4 lead. On Bryant.
John Lackey now has a chance to be a winning pitcher today.
That one caught Molina in a bad spot. Former Cub Miguel Sokolovich. High ball 3-1. John Lackey can get a win. And he walked him.
That's a good take.
Lilliquist.
That's a great take by Bryant. Looking for his first hit of the year. At times today, he's looked a little anxious going out of the strike zone with some of those elevated fastballs. It's a chase pitch there. A fastball count, a changeup just below the knees. A lot of guys are going to offer at that one. On it the whole way, tracking it, taking his walk.
Rizzo doubled and scored in the 6th. Cubs have put up runs in each of the last 3 innings. Trailing 3-0 and 4-1, now have a 5-4 advantage in the 7th. Still nobody out and a strike called. That's wide. 1-1. A lot of things can happen in a ball game, but you love that 3-run homer. One big swing can really turn things around. So what would you guess? When the team hits a 3-run homer, their winning percentage has got to be .850.
I'll go with that. I'll accept that.
Although the Cubs are 0-1 this year. Contreras hit one on Sunday night.
Okay, .750.
There's Hector Rondon. Looks like he'll be the man in the bottom of this inning. Will get through. Bryant will make his way to third.
Pressure busts the pipe, keep the line moving. Mike Matheny going to make another pitching change. Series of really good work by the Cub hitters in this inning.
Pitching change. Cubs lead 5-4, and they're trying to get some more here in the 7th.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields, inviting you to become a member of the Fields family when you buy or lease from any of our 31 locations. You also get our Fields amenities that include free loaners, car washes, and our gourmet coffee bars and cafes. And with more than 35,000 vehicles sold annually, you can get a great offer like this.
And now you can lease a new 2017 Maserati Ghibli SQ4 all-wheel drive for only $699 per month for 36 months at the all-new Fields Maserati on Green Bay Road.
And Fields matters because you matter.
What a beautiful day.
He's so dirty. Call Four Seasons.
Dirty air conditioner? Clean it up with a Four Seasons AC tune-up. Lower utility bills, increase AC lifespan, and guarantee a breakdown-free season for only $89.95.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Woo! You drilled that.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it's probably enough for today.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Whoa, you drilled that?
Nailed it.
Talk to an agent for help combining your home and auto into a plan that's right for you.
That's probably enough for today.
Here to help life go right. State Farm.
Lynn, Bowman, Cecil, and now Sokolovich.
Kolovich working for the second time this year. There you see his numbers from last season. As I mentioned earlier, a little time with the Cubs, cup of coffee with the Cubs back in 2012. Also spent some time with Baltimore that year. 6 or 7 years of minor league seasoning before he ever got to the big leagues. A good chunk of that was with the White Sox.
.6'1", 205, 30 years old, from Venezuela. Bryant at third, Rizzo at first, nobody out. Cardinals playing for a double play opportunity in the middle of the infield. One strike on Zobrist.
Kolovich, a finesse type pitcher, doesn't throw particularly hard, has a good changeup. Ground outs for Zobrist today. Hit it sharply last time. You know he'd love to deliver here after the error opened things up for the Cardinals way back in the first inning. Can't allow that kind of thinking to cloud your mind, though, right? You know, you make a big error, you can't get sullen. You got a whole ball game to play, and you can't force the issue. You can't, I'm going to try to do something heroic and have that mindset take you out of your game. You still just got to have good at bats.
Well, that's why we talk so much about that mental strength that you need in this game. Closer's ability to bounce back after blowing a save. (2-1).
Yeah, I guess the only thing you can tell yourself is just focus, stay in the moment. Really stay mentally locked in. And in other sports, in basketball, you turn the ball over, you can, go back as hard as possible on defense. You can, kind of try to bring more energy. That really don't do that in baseball.
Trying harder does not really do you much good. That's out number one.
How do you get to Wrigley Field? Practice, practice, practice. The Cubs suggest taking public transportation. The Cubs offer a free bike check. I've been waiting all winter to say that. The bike check is located by the Addison Red Line station. For drivers, the Cubs provide free remote parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. For information, visit the A to Z guide at Cubs.com.
That could be a big out for Sokolovich. Now a double play could get him out of the inning.
And does Joe think about a little safety squeeze here?
Yeah, middle infielders have moved in a little bit, not all the way. So they have an option to either throw home or possibly try to turn two.
There's that good changeup from Sokolovich, and Russell didn't see it well at all.
Rizzo fakes toward second. Russell shows bunt, pulls it back. So a lot of things happening there, but basically it's ball one.
Yeah,
1-1.
I think a little bluff there of Rizzo trying to get some infielders on the move, maybe creating a situation where they crash a little bit, opening up a hole for Russell, who showed bunt and pulled back. Bottom of the order, it's almost a default play for Joe to put the safety squeeze on.
That plays like a bunt. Throw will go to first. out there. A run is in. Bryant scores, and it's 6-4. Russell will get an RBI. That is the faux safety squeeze.
He's so good, he can take a full swing. That's a good read by Bryant, too. If he hesitates, gets locked up there, maybe Sokolovich has a chance to make a play on him, but good read early on, good aggressive break. Productive outs has been a theme for the Cubs here today.
That is the fourth run driven in today in this game on a non-hit. Or album cut, if you prefer that phrase.
Side B.
But unless you're the Beatles, they can't all be hits. The 0-1. Ooh, ouch. And as Hayward gets plunked. Third time he's reached.
It means everybody gets a turn this inning. Well, better there in that part of the leg than knee or shin.
First and second, Montero takes a strike in the outer third. High drive out into deep center. Fowler makes the catch on the warning track. The Cubs put up 4 runs, 3 on this home run by Kyle Schwarber. They have a 2-run lead.
Let me get a McPick 2. The bacon cheeseburger is now on the McPick 2 menu. Topped with American cheese and delicious tender bacon. Get one, along with any of your favorite McPick classics, for just $3. Only at McDonald's.
Hello? This is she.
Is that the doctor?
Okay, wow, really? It's 2? That's great news, thank you.
It's 2?
Yes, it's 2. It's 2 for 1 windows at Feldco.
Feldco is offering 2 windows for the price of 1 with fantastic financing available.
2 windows for the price of 1 ends soon. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
So, thought you could use something special, for retirement. One last trip to the toy store.
Funny, after all we've been through, this may be my first case of the nerves.
Oh, relax, Agent. I've kept you healthy this long.
Yes, you have, but come tomorrow, your protection may not be there.
I don't see you slowing down anytime soon. Here, take this.
So, you saved the best for last.
A warm bed. Aside from jobs and family obligations, there aren't many reasons to leave one in the morning. Although, the thought of griddled Canadian bacon can be pretty persuasive.
Here's Hector Rondon.
Hector, last season, he had 18 saves and 23 tries. Lost that job when they acquired Aroldis Chapman. Pitched to a 3.53 ERA. Spent some time on the DL with a right tricep strain. Some struggles late in the year.
If you just joined us, the Cardinals got off to an early lead. 3 runs in the first inning, helped by a Ben Zobrist error. One of those runs unearned. Kyle Schwarber, though, erasing all of that with 1 swing. 3-run homer in the 7th. Cubs have their first lead. Starters were both effective today. Rondon had a tough spring. But it all starts for real here today for him.
Yeah, Joe Madden was asked by the writers about Hector Rondon at the end of spring training. Joe said, I don't have any concerns as long as he's healthy and throwing the ball well, and he liked the way the ball was coming out of his hands. The results weren't good.
For Scotty, his first at bat since that crazy trip around the bases the other night, needs a new bat. Career .297 ERA for Rondon. Former Rule 5 pick. Turned 29 in late February. This one shot foul to right. Paid crowd today, 44,039. So 47, 46, 44 for the series. High on the 0-2. He struck him out, 96 on the fastball.
Well, it's great work there. Threw the ball right to the spot that Montero asked for. Started slider. And I think that's what Piscotty was looking for in this situation, and he just slices off the outside corner.
Fowler swings and sends a fly into left center. John Jay with a stumble before he made the catch. Two gone, it's Diaz. 2 for 3 with a double, 2 runs. Slider is low. It's a final in Cincinnati as the Reds beat the Phils 7-4. Schwarber makes the catch. Nice season debut for Hector Rondon. 7 pitches, 3 outs. 6-4 Cubs.
Why pause a spontaneous moment? Cialis for daily use treats ED and the urinary symptoms of BPH. Tell your doctor about your medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have a sudden decrease or loss of hearing or vision or an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis.
Sawyer, you're in.
Me?
Yeah, playing shortstop. Hey, ball. Go get him, Sawyer.
With more selection and savings, you get more brushes with glory at Meijer.
Welcome to Elk Grove Village. Our growing industrial park is the largest in North America. It makes sense. We're close to O'Hare, major highways, and rail lines, putting us first class in business class. We appreciate that a strong business park means a high quality of life for village residents. It's what motivates us to be beyond business friendly. Elk Grove Village, makers wanted.
Apply for an all-digital, no-fee loan now at eclicklending.com. eClick is located right here in Chicagoland, rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. eClick Lending. Boom! Your mortgage just happened. I have a feeling you will read that better than I will.
No, you can't do any better than that.
As time moves on. 4 spot for the Cubs in the 7th. They bat in the 8th. And it's Javier Baez off the bench. And this is convenient because then he can stay in and play defense.
Yeah, probably Javi to second and Zobrist to left.
Off the end of the bat foul.
It's also good because predicted that he would play in 149 games this year. So
right,
got to get him in there. There's Pedro Strop. Did I say 9th? It's only the 8th.
It is the 8th.
Were you tempted when we came on the air today to say hello, friends? A tradition like no other?
No, I wasn't. But now I might have to this weekend. Now, Jim Nance says that for all the sports he calls, right?
Yeah. What a week for him, the Final Four and the Masters. It's a pretty good deal. Pretty good gig he's got going.
1-2. Fly ball right field. Racing in is Piscotty. Good ball game for John Jay from the 9th spot. A hit, a walk, a run, and an RBI. Fastball is wide. 1-0. So the Reds take 2 of 3 from the Phillies to start their season. Dodgers have a 4-0 lead over the Padres in the 5th. That will get down. And Jay's going to try to make second. And he does. Ball got past Grichuk.
Keep going. Keep going. Little League home run potential. Be a single and an E on somebody out there. Maybe Fowler backing up, couldn't come up with it cleanly. Looked pretty harmless when he left his bat, but he's got the head down. He's chugging. He knows he's got a chance to dump it in there. They shorten up for him in the outfield to begin with, but nobody can make a play on that ball. And Gade's in scoring position with just 1 out.
Single E7. So each team with an error. Schwarber, the biggest swing of this game. 3-run homer to give the Cubs the lead in the 7th. And it was off a lefty, Brett Cecil.
Yeah, I think in this at bat, and I don't know what Kyle's mindset is, but I think a lot of hitters would just, especially a left-handed hitter against this guy, would just sit changeup. I'm going to get a changeup at some point in this sequence, so I'm going to be ready for it.
Time for a hefty home run. There was a lot of heft behind this swing.
That was a Ruthian clout.
He could not hold the bat back. 1-2. Outside in that Dodger game today, 4-0. They lead the Padres in the 5th. Brandon McCarthy, who hasn't worked a whole lot the last 2 years due to injury, 5 innings so far, 2 hits, no runs. Yasiel Puig hitting near the bottom of the Dodger order, off to a sizzling start. He's got 3 home runs. He's hit 2 today and knocked in all 4 of the Dodger runs. Called strike 3.
Come back, two-seam fastball to the inside corner. That was really good work by Skolovich.
We'll get a good look at the Dodgers next week. I think they're the second best team in the National League behind the Cubs. And that was thinking Yasiel Puig is a total wild card. If he gets back to where he was when he came up to the big leagues, that's going to be a really good offense. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
I've seen some of those analytical projections that actually argue that the Dodgers are the best team in the National League.
Pretty lengthy lineup.
Yeah,
with
good lineup.
Seager, Turner, Gonzalez.
Vulnerable to lefties, though, right? That's still going to be an issue.
That's why John Lester's going to start Monday. Charged by Jerko, and he gets him. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Cubs 6, Cardinals 4.
Can you feel something without touching it? See something with your eyes closed. When everything is designed around you, the driver, you can. The new Mazda 3.
Now get the 2017 Mazda 3 for 0% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash.
Everyone at Bill Jacobs works as a team, and they're truly exceptional.
We were absolutely thrilled with their professionalism.
Complete customer satisfaction. It's what we strive for every day at Bill Jacobs BMW. While it may be that shiny ultimate driving machine that brings you through the door, your experience here will make you a customer for life. Bill Jacobs BMW. The cars bring you in, the experience brings you back. Aurora Avenue in Naperville.
I've always believed that caring for families is the best way to keep our community healthy and safe. Which is why I do things like provide opportunities for children to learn through the Reading Buddies program, help fund child safety programs, and give to the homeless. It's also why I got into personal injury law. It gives me the opportunity to help people at a time of tremendous loss, because helping injured people win justice is its own reward.
Cubs, Brewers, tomorrow at 7 on CSN.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with an In the Loop update presented by Bob's Discount Furniture, home of untouchable values. Cubs change up their rotation just a bit. Jake Arrieta now starts Sunday in Milwaukee on normal rest. John Lester gets an extra day, starts Monday night's home opener against the Dodgers when they raise the banner. Don't forget Bulls at 76ers at 6 on CSN. That's followed by the Blackhawks in Anaheim. Now we go back to Len and JD in the Arch City.
Welcome back. Pedro Strop here in the 8th.
He's on a pace to pitch 162 ball games this year. That would be a record. First one not good. He gave up a 2-run home run to Randall Grichuk in the 8th inning on opening night. He has had tough go of it here in St. Louis, but Tuesday bounced back with a scoreless inning. We got 3, 4, 5 to contend with here. 5 is the pitcher spot, so we'll see a pinch hitter there.
So Zobrist left, Baez second. From Strop, fastball outside. Nice work by Rondon. 1, 2, 3, 7th. And a 2-1. Off the end of the bat, a lot of English on it. Fielded cleanly by Bryant. They get Carpenter.
I wonder how many times it will take for Chris Bryant to field a slow roller like that for Cub fans to think of anything other than the final out of the World Series.
We've had a few of those already this week.
It'd be like, Pavlov's dog, every time Bryant fields a ground ball, people just start jumping up and down.
The Cubs win the World Series. Ball 1 to Molina. He's knocked in 2 today without a hit. Kick and a 2-0.
The slide ball there and just didn't finish it. It's Greg Garcia out on deck. I thought Matheny might go with Peralta, who's got good numbers against Strop. Garcia, a very competent pinch hitter.
4-pitch walk.
At that.
Greg Garcia homered off Strop a couple of years ago here for his first career homer. As Chris Bosio heads out to the mound.
A career 340 pinch hitter. 18 out of 53. Last year in the pinch, a 348 hitter. He's due for some regression.
Back of the plate. Mark Reynolds with a home run for the Rockies today in Milwaukee. Kurt Neuenhuis tied it in the 7th with a homer.
I thought he only homered against the Cubs.
Yeah, it felt like that. So they go to the 9th inning in a 1-1 tie. I referenced it earlier. Jake Arrieta will pitch Sunday and swap spots with John Lester, who will get the home opener Monday against the Dodgers. So the Cubs will have 2 lefties versus LA. Garcia was able to hold. So Strop has now missed on 7 of his last 8. It's 3-1.
And I would think if he loses Garcia here, we're going to see Edwards.
How many half swings do you see on 3-1?
Yeah, that was kind of funky. The combination of the half swing and the proximity to the corner all added up to a strike for Quinn Wolcott, the home plate umpire.
Past Rizzo, stopped by Baez, Strop to the bag, dropped. Second drop today by a Cub.
Just getting ready to give him high marks for getting over there, because sometimes a pitcher will give up on that play, assuming the first baseman is just going to catch it, take it to the bag. He did the right thing hustling over there and just could not secure the throw.
The throw is right on the money. So that'll be an error on Strop, and unfortunately for Pedro, that'll mean the end of his afternoon.
The irony, of course, Strop started his career as an infielder.
Yep. So it'll be Carl Edwards Jr. when we come back in the 8th.
At Honda, we're proud of our heritage. Like with the Civic. It's stylish. And fast, with great performance and handling. All things we learned building engines like this.
So hurry in to the Honda Dream Garage sales event. Get a great deal on the 2017 Civic, a KBB.com overall best buy for 2017 at your Honda dealer.
Who gives you the best in-home Wi-Fi experience? Let's find out. Welcome home. Who's your internet service provider?
I have AT&T.
Does the Wi-Fi keep up throughout the house?
Not very well.
Not very well. Did you know that Xfinity has the best in-home Wi-Fi experience?
She's been telling me that.
Let's pretend this is your house. How's the quality up there?
I give it a 10.
Let's add 5 devices to the mix. How's yours doing?
Man, I'm loving this. We gotta get with Xfinity.
Learn more about the best in-home Wi-Fi experience or get started for $19.99 a month for 12 months. Click, call, or visit an Xfinity store today.
So the Ford F-150 just blew the doors off the competition by adding the new, more powerful, next-generation 3.5-liter EcoBoost engine and an all-new 10-speed transmission, cranking out more power and acceleration, more efficiency at the pump, and the most torque of any half-ton pickup. This is the Ford F-150.
Now get a 2017 F-150 for just $249 a month, or get up to $9,052 in total savings, only at your local Ford store.
Here's Carl Edwards Jr., 4th Cub pitcher to work today. He'll face a first and second one-out situation, and Randall Grichuk coming up.
Carl working for the second time this year. He worked the scoreless inning opening night. He struck out 52 men last year in 36 innings of work in the regular season. Grichuk, a dangerous hitter, but a guy who strikes out a fair bit.
Grichuk has knocked in 4 runs in the series, and he takes a curve high. Carl's still just 25, 6'3", $170. And the 1-0 is a strike. It's that 4-seam fastball. It's got a little cutting action. Swing and a miss. Tough one to catch up to. He struck him out.
Why not go right back up there? Guy shows a willingness to chase that high ball, especially if you have the kind of stuff that Edwards does. He likes to elevate at 95. You might as well just make him prove that he has the ability to lay off that pitch.
Jerko with 2 outs. Molina at second. Garcia at first.
Get over breaking ball. That becomes a real key for a guy like Edwards. It creates a little anxiety in the hitter, and they'll start to chase that high heater.
Oh, and 2. Two strikes to Jerko.
Cubs have a bunch of power arms in that bullpen, man. Just about all of them go 95 plus, and one guy who doesn't, Uehara, still posts huge strikeout numbers.
One, 2 misses. You know, he's missed badly on these last 2, but if you're going to miss with 2 strikes, it's not a bad place to miss. As you say, you want to miss in your favor.
Yeah, miss out of the zone as opposed to a mistake over the heart of the plate.
2-2. Oh, how did he not swing? 3-2.
Inside locked him up. I think, you know, you get 2 strikes, he's protecting against a high fastball. He wants to make sure he can cover the outside part of the plate. I think he just got fooled and was at the mercy of the umpire. If that pitch makes its way back to the corner, he's out.
Action time for the runners with 2 outs. Here it comes. This time he got him on the curveball. So Edwards comes in, strands a couple. We go to the ninth. 6-4 Cubs.
When did paying for airfare become so unfair? At Southwest, we do things differently. So differently, we invented a word for it: transparency. Transparency means we don't dream up ways we can trick you into paying more. It means respect. Because we don't just fly you, we like you.
So I'm never gonna let you go. I'll hold you forever. Oh, baby, I'm gonna let you know we belong together. We belong together.
home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. That's why State Farm protects them together, to help life go right. Combine and save. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
This is the original light beer. Brewed to be everything you want in a beer and less. Miller Lite. Hold true.
We're out of ink. Ink. Not ink.
Buying ink doesn't have to be painful. Now during HP Savings Month at Staples, buy one HP ink and get the second 40% off.
Toast of the game presented by Binny's Beverage Depot. Kyle Schwarber, go ahead. 3-run homer in the 7th inning. Off the lefty Cecil. Binny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. So 2-run ball game, 9th inning. It'll be Rizzo, Zobrist, and Russell. And a new pitcher for the Cardinals, Sam Tuivailala.
One of the great names in all of baseball. See his numbers from last year, limited time. Throws hard. He's got a good arm.
And it will be, unless the Cubs score a bunch here, Wade Davis in another safe spot in the bottom of the 9th. And ball 1 on Rizzo. Anthony with a couple of hits today as he fouls to the screen.
AAA last year, Tuivailala in 46 2/3 innings struck out 72 batters. I'm guessing his teammates call him Tui.
Is 1-1. Line foul to left, out of play. There's the new Cubs closer. 1 for 1 in saved chances. A good sequence for Tuivailala. Really worked the edges there, both sides against Rizzo to strike him out. Feels colder than it did at first pitch, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
55 when we started. I've got 58 now, but they have 56 out there, and
they're using a different gun.
Board. Yeah. Well struck and a base hit. Zobrist 1 out of 5 after that single.
Yeah, it was good for the mental health. 0 for 4, hadn't gotten the ball out of the infield yet, made an error early in the ball game. That time, good swing of the bat, got the head out in front of that fastball. Sharply struck.
So the Cubs have 9 hits since the 5th inning. The last Cardinal hit was in the 5th. Russell made it a 2-run game on an RBI ground out in the 7th. Our toast of the game, Kyle Schwarber, looks on. Cubs and Cardinals may not play more close games than other rivals. It does feel that way, however.
Cubs won the season series 10-9 last year.
And the road team had a better record than the home team in that season series. Piscotty for the second out.
Cubs won 6 out of 9 here last season. In that season series, 9 of those games were decided by 2 runs or less. There were 6 one-run games.
What's he saying?
I don't know. He went too fast for me.
3 reaches by Hayward. Single, hit by pitch. Bounce to first, fair ball. Side retired. Cubs lead 1. Here comes Wade Davis, leading 6-4.
Should you ever veer out of your lane, the 2017 Kia Forte has available lane keep assist to help automatically guide you back. The Nissan Sentra does not. Discover the tech-savvy Kia Forte. It's Kia Spring Savings Time. For great offers, visit KiaDealers.com.
I had a dream last night, just like a bird I could fly. You were there by my side when I woke up.
The best wish you can make is a wish for someone else. Wish online or at the BMO 200 fountain. Helping you give back. That's the BMO effect.
Once in a lifetime, for a brief, fleeting moment, something rare bursts upon our world with an uncommon intensity of purpose and an unwavering determination to build something special. A lasting legacy to excellence. Register to win the one-of-a-kind Chevy Blackhawks Custom Camaro Convertible. Go to ChevyDriveChicago.com for details and take your best shot. There can be only one. It's all about drive.
Second save opportunity in as many games for Wade Davis. Cub debut was on a Tuesday night in preserving a 2-1 victory.
Yeah, got his Cub career off to a clean start after a bit of a rocky spring, but apparently nothing new. He said he has struggled in spring training throughout his career. And it's been an outstanding career. Davis originally with the Tampa Rays was a starting pitcher, mixed success in that role, moved along to Kansas City. Likewise there, then became a setup man, one of the better setup men in the league before becoming the closer. And he has really dominated. The last 3 seasons, he has been at the top of MLB in terms of ERA, opponent on base plus slugging, and home runs allowed. He's only allowed 3 home runs total in those 3 seasons.
Two-time All-Star, had some arm issues, couple of DL stints last year. He still had a 187 and over 43 innings of work. So facing Colton Wong and nursing a 2-run lead. Strike 1, fastball 93. He does have a starter's repertoire. He did throw a slider and a changeup as a starter. That is foul. Foul ball to right. Call made by Chris Siegel. I believe that's reviewable, right? On a ball in front of the base umpire? Because Mike Matheny is looking to see if they want to review it.
Nobody's indicating to him that he cannot review it, so perhaps that has changed.
I think he's going to ask Quinn Wolcott. Previously, those fair foul calls in front of that umpire down the baseline was not reviewable. And so they will talk to Paul Emmel and say, can we look?
Yeah, now it doesn't have to land in fair territory once it crosses the bag. If it bounces over the base, it can still land in foul territory.
So 2 strikes to Wong. Fouled away. Yeah, so fastball, cutter, curve is what you'll mostly see from Wade Davis, the short reliever.
Yeah, and he can shape that curveball. That's almost like a slider. He throws it awfully hard, an 84-mile-an-hour curveball. Grimm throws his curveball very hard, so similar to Justin in that regard. But he can make it a little bigger, take a little bit off of it. But mostly you're going to see fastball, cutter, and that power curve.
Count holds at 1-2. I guess 2-2. Piscotty and Fowler for the Cardinals here in the 9th. He's run it full, 3-2. Going to get to the wall, and Wong has a 2-bagger to start the Cardinal 9th, and that will get the tying run to the plate. Leadoff double.
Two-seam fastball running toward the outside part of the plate. Davis had to challenge. Wong put up a real good fight there. Got him into a deep count and then put a good swing on it. His run not all that important. It's a 2-run lead, but a good start for the Cardinals here in the 9th.
Low on Piscotty. Caught looking on strikes in the 7th against Hector Rondon. Davis 6'5", 225. Baez to Rizzo. Runner at third, as JD mentioned, not really a factor. Got to get some outs here. So that's the first one. Now Fowler. In the series, Dexter's 3 out of 12 with a run scored. Ball gets away, but Wong's going to hold at third.
No sense for him to be overly aggressive down there at third.
Rockies did beat the Brewers 2-1 to take 3 out of 4. A Nolan Arenado game-winning home run in the ninth. So all the runs in that game today came on solo homers. One and two.
Went really gusting. You see the pine tar rag rolling around in the background.
Yank foul.
Fowler's been better as a right-handed hitter throughout his career, but good from both sides of the plate.
Another knockdown by Montero. 2-2.
This is a breakdown from last season.
The pitch. 3-2 to Fowler.
Well, Mike Matheny's going to like having Fowler at the top of his order. Discipline. He'll do some damage. Steal a few bags for him.
Everybody back on the infield. The 3-2 to Fowler. Swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Cut fastball at 92 miles an hour. Devastating.
Diaz with 2 outs. The pitch. Strike 1 on a fastball. Cubs lost 4-3 in the opener, won 2-1 on Tuesday, leads 6-4 here in the series finale. After this one, still 16 left in the regular season between these two clubs. 2 strikes on Diaz. Here's the pitch. 1-2. More Cub blue in the stands today than for the first 2 games of the series. And they're on their feet. 1-2. It is going to roll foul. Some closers like to storm around the mound, stare down the opponent, snort, do all of that stuff. Wayne Davis kind of looks like he's contemplating a public speech.
It's more of a Clint Eastwood, that stoic, take a bite of the jaw, glint in the eye, now spit.
In the air, Hayward's got it. Cubs win. Cubs win. They take 2 out of 3 from their arch rivals. And a nice comeback win today as Kyle Schwarber with the big 3-run homer in the 7th.
Yeah, it was a nice day. The Cubs fell behind early. They gave up a 3 spot in the first inning because of a critical error. But John Lackey didn't buckle. He hung in there, pitched solid baseball the rest of the way, earned himself a win. And Schwarber with the big blow to turn this game around.
So it was well worth the wait. And we are back with you tomorrow, 6:30 for our pregame coverage from Milwaukee. Cubs and Brewers. Brett Anderson will make his Cub debut against right-hander Jimmy Nelson. For JD and our entire CSN crew, Len Casper with your final score. Cubs 6, Cardinals 4, Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live is next.
Goodbye, friends.
Man, how about that? Cubs roar back. They fall in a little bit of a hole early. Then Kyle Schwarber turns on one, and the Cubs beat the Cards, take 2 of 3 in the series. They'll head off to Milwaukee with a 2-1 record. He's David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. Big blow was Kyle Schwarber, but John Lackey battled. He gave up some runs early, and then he hung in there.
Yeah, he stayed steady. He had a tough first inning where it was a tailor-made double play. Ben usually makes that every time, but it happens. But he stayed on course, gave 6 strong innings, and kept him in the game and got him to that big at-bat.
Yeah, got him to the position where they could find a way to win, and they did just that. All right, we'll have all the highlights for you and a whole lot more. We'll be right back. Cubs take 2 of 3 from their arch rivals. We'll be right back at Blue Cross Blue Shield. Cubs post-game live.
Wherever you want to go, chances are a Honda can take you there. Whether that's a camping trip, there's room in the HRV.
Thanks.
Or a weekend of home improvement in the Ridgeline. Or a weekend away in the Pilot.
And only Honda can bring you the Honda Dream Garage sales event. Going on now. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
Paint? No, this isn't just paint. This is the most advanced one-coat coverage. Made with molecules that bond stronger, bond tighter, and bond tougher in one coat for beauty that starts and stays that way. Because this isn't just paint. This is Paramount. New and exclusively at Menards.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, thousands of barrels lay silent. But that doesn't mean they lay idle. In fact, inside each and every Jim Beam barrel, the bourbon is aging, building a fuller, smoother flavor that only comes from being aged 4 long years. I a Jim Beam. Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Toyota. Tested. Trusted. Toyota. Toyota. Let's go places. And by State Farm. Here to help life go right. Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
It's true, they're here, touched by something that will grow and bloom in you.
We'll always brew our beer to have more taste and be less filling. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Wherever you want to go, chances are a Honda can take you there. Whether that's a camping trip, there's room in the HRV.
Thanks.
Or a weekend of home improvement in the Ridgeline. Or a weekend away in the Pilot.
And only Honda can bring you the Honda Dream Garage sales event. Going on now. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
It's back. And it's front. No, really. The Triple Double Crunch Wrap Big Box is back. And it's still all mains, no sides with a Doritos Locos Taco, a Crunchy Taco, and a Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Just $5, only at Taco Bell.
I'm only here for a blue dress. Blue dress, blue dress. Blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Blue dress.
Sometimes it's hard to leave Goodwill with just one thing.
Ah, blue dress.
But it's okay. With your Club Goodwill Rewards card, you can earn points with every purchase for even more savings.
You always amaze me.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields, inviting you to become a member of the Fields family when you buy or lease from any of our 31 locations. You also get our Fields amenities that include free loaners, car washes, and our gourmet coffee bars and cafes. And with more than 35,000 vehicles sold annually, you can get a great offer like this.
And now you can get 0% APR financing on all new 2017 Volvo XC60s at Fields Volvo Northfield on Frontage Road.
And Fields matters because you matter.
See Fields first at volvonorthfield.com.
Cubs, Brewers, tomorrow at 7 on CSN.
All right, Cubs get it done. They take 2 of 3 in St. Louis. They beat the Cardinals today 6-10-2, a whole lot better than 4-7-1. Lackey 1-0 over Cecil 0-1, and the save is second of the season in 2 tries to Wade Davis. Man, don't forget, almost time to get interactive with our show. Get your mobile, laptop, or tablet ready. Head to csnchicago.com/vote. In just a few minutes, we'll bring you our live fan vote. Hello, welcome into Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. He's David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. Cubs get it done tonight.
Yeah.
That is 2 in St. Louis. Now they'll head off to Milwaukee. We talked about John Lackey a little bit ago, but the offense, one of your keys was that the lefties had to step up. 8 hits by left-hand hitters today.
Yeah, they did a great job. They stayed aggressive out over the plate, and that one big swing from Kyle Schwarber gave us that lead, and then we were able to add one on. That was a huge run to just give us a little breathing room so it's not just a one-run lead.
You also saw, you mentioned the Schwarber home run. Jason Hayward had 2 more hits, and I don't care if they're bloops, if they're, what did you call it?
A swunt.
A swunt, a swinging bunt.
Yeah.
And you're able to get those, and all of a sudden you relax because you look, you go, oh, I'm hitting 3 whatever, as opposed to, oh my God, I started off 050.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing that 300 on the board right now, it's very important for him. And you'll take any hits you can get, especially early in the season where the pitchers have the momentum because it's cold out and just the elements. So it's great to see him hitting. John Jay with another 2 hits down at the bottom of the lineup. He was turning the lineup over to Schwarber, and Schwarber was hitting with a lot of runners on this game.
Yeah, Hayward off to a 333 start, so really good to see for him. Time for our Crate and Barrel celebratory moment of the game. 2 on, nobody out in the 7th. It's Brett Cecil, who they paid big money to get in the offseason. The lefty, he knew it as soon as it left his hand. Schwarber way deep and gone down the right field line. 3-run bomb. That is your game-winning hit. And if you watch the reliever, he knows it.
Yep, that's center
Boom.
cut right there. That's the ball you swing through. You don't feel that ball, but you know it just because of the trajectory of the ball. And it was all just, is it fair or foul? And he knew it was fair, and that was a big blow to the Cardinals.
Yeah, huge blow, because I was listening to Mike Shannon and John Rooney on Cardinals radio because I like to get the perspective of what the other side is saying about the Cubs. And it was 3-0, and Shannon goes, I just don't think this lead's going to hold up.
Yeah,
you need more runs.
Yeah, we've shown that we can do stuff. We can battle back in games, and we just had to get things going. And I think the 2 big at-bats was Chris Bryant, where he didn't get a hit, but he sent the ball a hard line drive.
With the bases loaded.
Yes. And that kind of got him the momentum. Next at bat, Rizzo started the next inning double the other way. And then we just started building off that. And I think getting those 2 guys going is going to be key for us.
And gets the offense really rolling. That brings us to our Cubs fan poll. To vote, visit csnchicago.com/vote. You do not need a special app. Visit that website and get interactive with Double D and me. All right, how many home runs will Kyle Schwarber hit this season? 15 to 20? 21 to 25, 26 to 30, or 30 or more. Cast your vote, csnchicago.com. How would you vote? I'm voting more than 30.
I'm going to 26 to 30.
26 to 30.
Yeah.
I'm going, he's somewhere in that 34, 35, 36, 37 range. All right, let's recap some of the earlier action in the ball game. Cardinals did some damage. Bottom of the 1st. 1 out. Ledmus Diaz is going to single to center field, and the Cardinals are in business. There's no way that Zobrist is going to be able to make a play there. And then Matt Carpenter hits a single to deep center. That gets Diaz all the way over to 3rd. And then Yadi Molina, grounder to short. Ben Zobrist just drops a sure double play.
Yeah, he tried to be too quick with it.
Yeah.
Tried to be too quick and
comes over.
Catch it.
And boom. Just there you go. Diaz scores. Everybody is safe, and it's 1-0 Cardinals. You know, it's just a play you got to make. Then Matt Adams is up. He lines one into right field. That plates Carpenter. It's a 2-0 Cardinal lead, and the Bush is rocking. They are in business. Then Randall Grichuk sends one into left field. All of a sudden, it's 3-0 as Yadi Molina trots home. Cardinals get 3 runs, 4 hits in the 1st, 1 of them unearned because of the Zobrist error. John Jay then, former Cardinal, comes through in the 5th with 2 on and 2 out. He rips a single to center field. That's his first hit of the season. His first RBI as a Cub. John Lackey safe, hustling all the way over to 3rd. Cubs on the board in the 5th. It's 3-1. That was important.
That was a great swing. Stayed on top of the ball. Didn't try to do too much. Shot it right back up the middle. And then he caught Fowler sleeping right there. Both runners advance, and we were hoping that we can get a couple more in that inning.
Yeah, really nice base running by Lackey and to be able to get the man in the 2nd, but we could not add on. Cardinals threaten late. In the bottom of the ninth, Colton Wong leads off the inning with a double to deep center field. And I mean, that ball is smoked.
Yeah,
that is a line shot. Wade Davis is in trouble immediately.
Yeah, that ball was hit. He was right on it.
But then with one out, Dexter Fowler strikes out. Now there's two. And then Davis is going to get Diaz to fly out to short right field. Jason Hayward makes the catch. Ball game over. Cubs take 2 of 3. Check out Yadier Molina, though. In the top of the 7th, an 0-2 pitch, Matt Caesar strikes out. Molina loses track of the ball. This will go viral. Watch where this ball is. He is looking all over. He cannot find the ball. Look where it is.
It's stuck to his chest protector.
Okay, now is that Brett Cecil using illegal pine tar or Yachty having it all over the chest protector?
I think that's Yachty having it all over there, and I don't know. He might have to talk to somebody about that tomorrow, but that should not happen. I've never seen that happen in my 13 years of playing.
Me either. I mean, I've watched a billion games. I have never seen that at any level.
No, I think that's there to maybe keep the ball from bouncing away, but for it to stick to him, I've never seen that, and that's one of those things.
He's like the old receiver, Fred Biletnikoff, with the stick 'em all over. I mean, you know how much has to be out there for that ball to bounce up with the dirt on it, stick there and stay.
Unbelievable.
And he's looking around, and it's right there.
Hey,
wow.
It's our day. It's our day.
It's our day. Time for our Elk Grove pitching recap. Lance Lynn shut down the Cubs' bats for the most part in his first major league start since he underwent Tommy John surgery in 15. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs on 5 hits, struck out 4, and walked just 1. He was pretty solid. John Lackey, 6 innings his first start of the season, 4 runs, 3 earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Both starters, by the way, threw exactly 98 pitches apiece.
Yeah, John looked good today. I felt like he was on top of his game. Other than that first inning, he was dominating the lineup. He was taking it to him. He was making the fielders field the ball. And when you know that they're getting the ball, it's going to be an automatic out.
Yeah.
So that's what I like in pitching to contact and letting the guys get themselves out.
What did you see from the Cubs' approach today against Lance Lynn? They only struck out 4 times. This is a strikeout club, prone to heavy strikeouts. Lance Lynn didn't have amazing stuff, but he certainly located well.
Yeah, he was pitching really good. He was putting it down and away, up and in, and he was mixing speeds as well. So once we got him out of the game, we were feeling way more comfortable.
Yeah, he was. I was impressed for his first start after having not made a big league start. And I know he pitched in spring training all of last season. Pretty good to see a guy be able to bounce back like that and resume his career. All right, time for a break here on Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Whole lot more to do. David and I'll be right back.
Keeping your hardware and tools organized is easy with Stanley and Menards. This 17-inch Sortmaster organizer has removable dividers allowing customized storage for both small and larger hardware and tools. It's only $7.99. Clean up sidewalks, patio furniture, and more with a Briggs & Stratton gas pressure washer from Menards. This 3,000 PSI model comes with a powerful 190cc engine, and right now it's just $299. Now during the Menard Day sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Get X1 TV and internet from Xfinity at an incredible price and get $150 back when you sign up. Over 140 channels, a voice remote you can speak to, and access to Netflix. Plus stream thousands of shows and movies on any device, anywhere, anytime. And get blast speeds up to 75 megabits per second. Compare that to AT&T. Switch today for this limited time offer from Xfinity. Only $79.99 per month for 24 months and get $150 back when you sign up. Call 1-800-XFINITY.
Dream last night, just like a bird I could fly. You were there by my side when I woke up.
The best wish you can make is a wish for someone else. Wish online or at the BMO 200 fountain. Helping you give back. That's the BMO effect.
So I'm never gonna let you go. I'll hold you forever. Oh, baby, I'm gonna let you know we belong together.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. That's why State Farm protects them together to help life go right. Combine and save. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, thousands of barrels lay silent. But that doesn't mean they lay idle. In fact, inside each and every Jim Beam barrel, the bourbon is aging, building a fuller, smoother flavor that only comes from being aged 4 long years. At Jim Beam, our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
Time now for our Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Who's hot and who's not? Cubs in Milwaukee this weekend. Here's what a pair of Brewers have done in their careers against the Cubs. How about who's hot? Big surprise here. Ryan Braun, 137 games. He's hitting .336 with 29 bombs and 107 knocked in. Who's not? Domingo Santana, the right fielder, hitting only .200 with 21 strikeouts. That is brutal numbers. All right, welcome back to Cubs Post-Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Time for the Jim Beam winning box score. And again, this one belongs to the Cubs. Chris Bryant, a rough start to this game, struck out his first 2 at-bats, flies out to center field with the bases loaded in the 5th. But you see a knock for Schwarber. It's a 3-run bomb that wins you a ball game. 2 hits for Rizzo. You got a knock for Zobrist. 2 more for Jason Hayward. Good for him. 2 for 2 for John Lackey and 2 for 3 for John Jay. Do they have to worry at all about getting Bryant going through 3 games?
No, you want to see him going, but right now it's early. You know, the hole that they're pitching into him is up and in. They're trying to run that ball up and in him, and he's not able to extend his arms. So, and then he starts looking for that up and in, then they paint away. So he's just gonna have to just trust himself. Just that swing right there, I think locked him in. The next at bat, he got a walk. He saw it down, took a tough pitch, 3-1. So I think it's just a matter of time, getting in your rhythm and trusting himself.
Yeah, he's a guy you really don't worry. You know he's going to be fine. He's in great shape.
Yeah.
It's just he said, I'm not a really good debut guy. I don't hit well.
3 games in.
Three games in. All right, nice game for Jason Hayward. Single on a jam shot in the 5th, and then an infield single in the 6th. 4 hits on the season already. I mean, that's just a nice piece of hitting right there. Yeah. And we're already just 3 games in. And then there's the little
swunt
again to third, and there's nothing they can do about it. And so Hayward comes through with a couple knocks. And I said to you, I just thought, and then he gets hit. I thought it was important for him to just look up at the end of the first road trip and go, all right, I'm hitting 300, 290. He's not 0 for your first 14 going, oh, God.
Yeah. It's getting him more relaxed, getting him to believe himself that the work that he did in the offseason is working.
Right.
And it is. He's doing a great job, and let's just let him keep rolling, get on base, get a couple hits every game, you'll be fine.
All right. Cardinals lineup. Let's take a look at how they cranked out their offense today. Dexter had a 1 for 5. Aledmus Diaz a 2 for 5. Carpenter had a knock. Matt Adams had a big RBI knock. Grichuk an RBI hit. And then Colton Wong had that double you saw in the 9th, but did not come around to score. So they had some activity going. They could just not get anything going after the first inning.
Yeah, they got a lot of their action in the first inning. And, I was happy to see John do his thing and shut him down later on. And then once we got the bullpen in, they were dominant as well. And just 1 hit off of from Colton Wong off of Wade Davis was really it. You know, the bullpen did a great job today.
All right, Cubs bullpen had some big moments in this one to preserve the W. Hector Rondon, Carl Edwards Jr., Wade Davis all get the job done. And it was good to see Rondon, who had his struggles in the World Baseball Classic in the final spring training tune-up, did not pitch well, pitched really well today.
Yeah, he had 7 pitches and he got 3 outs and 7 pitches.
Yep.
That's what you want the efficiency to be.
And then the pitch right there, the breaking ball from Carl Edwards, nasty to Jed Jerko. And then there's a really good pitch by Wade Davis.
Cutter, that devastating cutter.
Devastating cutter, and he gets Fowler. And this is how the ball game ends on a Piscotty flyout to his old teammate Jason Hayward.
Yeah, that was on the black. He was going to get strucken out, so he had to put weak contact, and that's the game winner.
There you go. Time for our James & Sons Fine Jewelers Fielding Gem. And we're going to give this one to Ben Zobrist. He struggled early, dropped that double play ball, but he recovers right here. Hard hit play, slick, and he gets Colton Wong in the 6th inning. I mean, that ball was smoked.
Yeah, that ball caught him. You know, he just stuck his glove up, and it was there, and it was a great way for him to, you know, rebound from that tough play the inning before.
You totally redeem yourself, Ben Zobrist.
You did.
All right, who else? Kyle Schwarber is our UPS store taking care of business player of the game. Look, this is easy. You win a game on a 3-run home run. That guy just crushes one in the 7th off Brett Cecil, who looks around and goes, "You got to be kidding me."
No.
Boom.
He's like, no, that didn't just happen.
Yes, it did. Exit velocity, according to StatCast, 112.1 miles per hour, went 404 feet in a launch angle of 29 degrees.
I love all these stats now.
I know.
That ball's crushed. That's all you really have to say.
We used to want to know when your kid did. How far did that go? Well, it cleared the 400-foot mark. That's all I can tell you. Now you not only get the feet, the exit velocity, the launch angle, all of it. All right, time to update the results of our CSNChicago.com fan poll. How many home runs will Kyle Schwarber hit this season? Take a look as they tally. 94% of you are with me.
Wow.
You're selling him short.
Yes, I am. Hey, we'll take that.
Absolutely.
That's a leadoff hitter right there. That's what a leadoff hitter should be.
That's sick.
Right.
Let's look back at David's Keys in the pregame show, sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Big boy, you hit both of your keys. Let's keep them in the park.
Hey.
Kept them in the park.
Got base hits here and there, but nothing big.
And then left-handed dominance from the Cub offense. You got 8 hits out of lefties today.
Yeah, 8 hits. Big 3-run homer when we needed it, so I'll take that.
John Jay had an RBI.
I mean, they were on top. The lefties came to play today.
Lefties came to play, and the lineup worked out, and the Cubs win 6-4. Check out the pitching matchup for tomorrow's game, Game 1 in Milwaukee. Brett Anderson against Jimmy Nelson at Miller Park tomorrow night, in a game you'll see right here on CSN. Anderson makes his Cubs debut against the Brewers. What do you expect to see from Brett Anderson?
I just want to see him attack the zone. You know, he's been through all these injuries, and we all know that, but now it's time to go out there and prove to himself and prove to the Cubs fans that he can last this year and be healthy and do his job. And I want to see him mix his pitches up. He's a big curveball, spot his fastball inside out, and it's a young lineup, so kind of pitch to their weaknesses as well.
Yeah, he's a guy that has really good stuff, but he just could never stay healthy. If he stays healthy, he gives them a really nice complement to their rotation.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Thank you for watching Cubs Postgame Live, presented by our friends at Blue Cross Blue Shield. Again, we'll have postgame tomorrow night. We also have the game on Saturday. We'll have a pre at 5:30. First pitch at 6:05 Saturday. So we'll be spending a lot of the next 48 hours with you. So again, Cubs win 6-4. For David DeJesus, our great crew, I'm David Kaplan. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. We'll see you at Sports Talk Live coming up at 5.
To be in the Express, you gotta be able to ride. And I mean really ride.
Jack, wait.
Ma, I ain't no boy no more.
You don't know what's out there. It's dangerous.
This is something I have to do, Ma.
But the job only calls to a man who has what it takes.
You take this, and you go west as fast as you can.
Think we'll see him again, Ma?
I reckon.
How can you be so sure?
Because west is that way.
We believe the best light beer to have with friends is the original light beer. Always brewed with more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Being a fan is hard. We make it easier at SportsGrade.com with officially licensed MLB gear and VIP golden ticket experiences delivered right to your door. Join the club at SportsGrade.com today.
Can't get a signal? So annoying, right?
Yeah, and I'm late for a job interview.
Hey man, can you just nix it for like 2 seconds? Thank you. You need Verizon. They have the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's made to work in places like this. With Verizon Unlimited, we could video chat the interview in HD right here.
Okay.
Hey man, I'll cue you.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
I am a people person.
Everyone at Bill Jacobs works as a team, and they're truly exceptional.
We were absolutely thrilled with their professionalism.
Complete customer satisfaction. It's what we strive for every day at Bill Jacobs BMW. While it may be that shiny ultimate driving machine that brings you through the door, your experience here will make you a customer for life. Bill Jacobs BMW. The cars bring you in, the experience brings you back. Aurora Avenue in Naperville.
We now join the following program already in progress.